Now, the president of Georgia has repeated her opposition to a controversial media bill that critics describe as a threat to free speech. Now, the bill, which was passed on Tuesday, requires media organizations and NGOs to register as foreign agents if they receive more than 20% of their funding from abroad. DW's Maria Katamadze reports tonight from the Georgian capital Tbilisi on who is behind the new law and why opponents are so concerned.
Tensions run high at the Georgian parliament, boiling over just seconds after the government adopts the Foreign Agents Bill. Protesters are furious and refuse to back down. Opponents of the law say the ruling party is pulling Georgia away from Europe and closer to Russia. Critics say that oligarch and founder of the ruling Georgia Dream Party, Ivanishvili, who made his fortune in Russia, is behind this shift. A man of seemingly unlimited power and fabulous wealth. His message is clear. The West is the enemy, is meddling in Georgian affairs and its relations with Russia.
Georgia and Ukraine were not allowed to join NATO and were left outside. All such decisions are made by the Global War Party, which has a decisive influence on NATO and the European Union, and only sees Georgia and Ukraine as cannon fodder.
Experts say that the shift away from the West is directly linked to Russia's ongoing invasion of Ukraine.
Within Ivanishvili, who is behind the Georgian Dream, he believes that Russia is winning this war in Ukraine and basically West is very weak, and he's trying now to accommodate Russia's geopolitical interest in post-Soviet space, and he thinks that Georgia should be prepared for this.
Ivanishvili's direct connections to the Kremlin are still murky, but some observers suggest that his concerns for his own personal safety could also play a role. Anti-Kremlin sentiment is intense and widespread in Georgian society. The country's drift away from the West toward Moscow has met with resistance, and the state has responded with a violent clampdown. Protesters claim that their government is using Russian tactics to suppress protest movement in this country, but they say they will not be intimidated and they will show this through civil disobedience. Gia Japaridze, professor at a university in Tbilisi, is one of the many academics who condemned the Foreign Agents Law. For that, he became the target of a violent attack. He believes it was orchestrated by the ruling party.
Unknown people started beating me with big, long, heavy sticks like baseball bats. I don't know, maybe with baseball bats. I tried to defend myself. Then I fell down. They continued beating me with foot, baseball bats. They said something like, "So you are against the law?" Or, the
professor believes the West has to step up and help Georgia overcome this political crisis to break away from Russia. Students have been dominating the protest movements. For them, the fight for independence and the European future is not over yet. Students say that they will protest for as long as it takes, right up until October elections, when Georgians will cast their ballots to decide the future of their government.
And for more now, I'm joined by Maria Katamadze in Tbilisi. Maria, it's good to see you. Take the temperature, if you would, tonight of the situation there. I mean, are you expecting more protests moving into the weekend?
Yes, indeed. We expect that the protests will resume over the weekend. The protesters say that they will continue to take to the streets. Some of the large groups of the students at dozens of universities, they already went on strike. They say that they're declaring public civil disobedience. They say that they will protest as long as it takes before the government decides to withdraw the bill. Now, it also depends, the protest movement also depends on the rhetoric and on the decisions of the government in the next 2 weeks. We understand that the veto procedure by the pro-Western president Salome Zourabichvili is going to be a process where also there can be many surprises. She said that she will not engage in, quote, beautification of the law, and she says that the law should be withdrawn unconditionally, and that's where the protests also stand. So following weeks are going to be decisive how the protests will continue.
Maybe you could explain what we saw today. Government officials, they joined what was called a family purity march. What was that about?
That was a pro-government rally, Family Day, to mark the family values in Georgia. Now, we understand that the ruling party members also participated in this rally, and this is also for them a moment to show that, look, there is public, they support us, and also this should be mentioned that this day was introduced by the Orthodox Georgian Church against the International Day marking biphobia and fight against biphobia, homophobia and transphobia. So this shows you also the conservative electorate of the Georgian Dream ruling party, that they're trying to show that here is the people that support us, and it comes as a strong message for the government after weeks of pro-European demonstrations.
Yeah, that's right. It's clear they're trying to connect the LGBT movement with foreign agents. Maria, it's good to have you on. We appreciate your reporting tonight. Thank you.